Hi, everyone. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Jessica.
And you're listening to Clean With Me,
the podcast where we walk you through cleaning your house. Hey everybody, Jessica here, and today I want to walk you guys through a deep cleaning of your living areas and a guest bathroom. So let's get right into it. If you're new here, just a little brief explanation for what we're all about. Me and my mom have this cleaning podcast, and our goal is to help you through cleaning your house. We will walk you through step by step, and we're going to tell you the best way to do it based on your household and your lifestyle. We've been through it all between the both of us, so we've been through all different phases of life between the both of us, all different style. You know, she's been a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling, a working mom. You know, she's a grandma. She's also got kids at home, teenagers. I have stepkids. I've got babies. I've, lived alone with roommates. I've been working mom. I've been a stay-at-home mom. So again, all walks of life, all different things going on. My cleaning styles have changed throughout the years, along with my mother's. And if you've been an avid listener for the past 5 years, then you've probably grown with us and you've been with us through different categories and stuff. But basically what we do is we try to find a cleaning style that fits every lifestyle and every household, whether you live alone or you have 12 kids. Hopefully there's a little bit of something for everybody. We try to be very inclusive. So I'm going to get right into it, and I'm going to walk you through cleaning. So let's get started. First things first, you guys that have been with us know the drill. If you're new here, that's okay. I want you guys to get in a cleaning mode. So I find what works best for me personally is that if I have the same kind of cleaning starting routine, it kind of tricks my brain into being in a cleaning mode. So light a candle, open some windows, throw your hair up in a bun, get ready for the day. I've been talking recently in my podcast about how the new routine of getting up really early for my kids being in school, because I have a kid that's now in kindergarten and my 3-year-old goes to school for a couple hours. It's just pre-K, so it's just till 11. But we're in this routine now where I'm getting up really early, and then when I have that few hours to myself, I'm getting so much done. And just the fact that I'm getting up early, I've been so much more productive now that I have a schedule. And I'm realizing that in the past, my cleaning habits are a lot better when I'm getting up early. And it seems like it would be the opposite. It seems like, to those who haven't been through it, if you're like a stay-at-home mom with no schedule and you sleep really late, get a 12-hour night's sleep, and then you wake up at noon and you're just kind of chilling throughout your day, that you'd get more cleaning done. And some people, maybe that works for you, but for me, whenever I've done that in the past, especially over this summer, I got a little lazy. And that's okay. We all get behind. Don't get me wrong. I just find that whenever I'm waking up late, not really getting ready first thing when I wake up, I'm not productive at all. And I tend to just sit down and look at my messy house for hours and hours and stress about it. And it screws up my mental health. Sorry for my language, but it messes up my mental health. And it just makes me stress because I'm just thinking about, man, I need to get off the couch and clean, and then I never do it, and just be getting ready as I talk. And if you're already ready for the day and you're already in a cleaning mode and you're like, Jessica, I put on this podcast and I'm ready to go, then go ahead and start a load of laundry, because I like to start every episode with a load of laundry. I have endless piles of laundry that need to be cleaned at all times, whether it be towels or kids' school clothes. I usually have to do a load a day. Maybe even a couple loads a day. You may not be that in need of doing laundry, but it's good to go ahead and throw a load in when you're doing a major clean. So just be, once you're done getting ready for the day, lighting candles, opening windows, all that good stuff, go ahead and do the laundry while I talk. But yeah, I found that, and I've been saying this a lot in the last few podcasts, and I guess the reason why I keep bringing it up is because I'm just really blown away by it's still working. After a few weeks, I've had a couple days where I've said, this is my weekend. It's usually the weekend. I'll just let go and I'll just, I'll do my basic, picking up after the kids if they make a mess, rinsing off my plate, basic maintenance stuff. But I usually take the weekend off as far as like deep cleaning. And because I'm maintaining during the week when I have that stringent schedule going on. So definitely allow yourself days where maybe it's just a laundry day, or maybe it's just a family day, or a you day, because we need to be taking time for ourselves. You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of the house and others, because if your mental health is bad, your house will reflect that. I know whenever I'm down and out and my mental health is really crappy, so is my house. My house is a disaster, and it's a reflection of us and our minds in a lot of ways. And we can still have a clean house and a messy mind, but let me tell you, a clean house is a great way to start having a better mindset and get the depression away. Because if you are finding yourself in a spot where your house is really, really dirty because you're super depressed and stuff, forcing yourself to get up and just do little things like make your bed in the morning, wash your dishes after you eat, just little things, or just maybe just tackle that mountain of dishes that you've been staring at and not wanting to do. Just little things, little battles, taking a shower in the morning, getting ready, cleaning little things that you haven't been keeping up with. Just winning those little battles are things that are really going to help with your house and your mental health. So you guys should be done with the laundry. So if you are, let's go ahead and if you had some stuff in the dryer and you put it in a laundry basket, just set that aside, and I'll remind you to fold that at the end of the episode, because if you're like me, your laundry will not be folded when you get out. I always try to do it at least within the hour of taking it out of the dryer. I try to fold my clothes and put them away. That way, because whenever I have a pile of clothes or clothes that are folded sitting on my couch, my kids like to throw them on the floor, and then they have to be rewashed, and then they get trampled on, or just have to be refolded, and then I get really irritated that I have to refold them, so then I don't do it. So anyway, moving on. Set that aside, and let's get to cleaning the living area. So first thing I want you to do is declutter and throw away trash. So if you see any hot spots in your living area, and that a hot spot is an area that is accumulating junk, whether that be a coffee table, an end table, a couch. Maybe you've got a bunch of junk on your couch. Maybe it is laundry. Maybe you just need to fold some laundry, and that's your major decluttering problem in your living area. That's okay. You can fold laundry while we talk. If all you have in your living area is a pile of laundry or something, do that. This is specific to you. So look in your living area, or areas if you have two living areas, and what is there that's not supposed to be. Do you have a pile of junk on your coffee table? Or do you just have toys all over the floor, strewn everywhere? Let's work on that. If you just have trash in your living area that needs to be thrown away, maybe it's food trash from the night before, maybe, the kids went to school and and we were in a hurry this morning, so you just kind of threw stuff everywhere. Just pick up. I want you guys to just run around your living areas, picking up and putting away. And if you have a major area that definitely is just a disaster, like I have a lot of storage containers that are furniture. So like my ottoman opens up into a toy box. So if that's out of control in there, when I'm deep cleaning my living room, I will tackle that. If your living room doesn't have anything major, cleaning wise, like you don't have a lot of stuff on maybe you're thinking, Jessica, I don't have any of that. What about underneath your couch? Is there some major issues underneath your couch that need to be tended to? I just recently cleaned underneath my couch, mopped and sprayed because we had like some ants going on. So I've been trying to spray all the little nooks and crannies of my house where the kids can't get to. So maybe you need to do that if you don't have any glaring issues. And I know I'm saying a lot of different things right now. That's because I'm just not sure what your house specifically needs. And I'm hoping if I just say a bunch of different things that one of them will strike a chord. And if I'm not saying the thing that you specifically need to do in your living area, just look around, think about if from the perspective of a visitor, think about the one person that you care the most about how your house looks, and if that person's you, then think about yourself. But like, mother-in-law, a friend coming over, maybe pretend you're having a get-together tonight and you want your living area to look perfect. Go to the entryway of your house and just look, and what are the problem areas you see? What are something, if you were a guest in your own home, that you'd look at and be like, hey, that shouldn't be there? Those are the things that you need to tend to. So just be picking up while I talk. And I know that I talk a lot about like depression and mental health, and you guys are probably like, man, Jessica, you are a wreck. You're talking about that a lot. And it's just because I've been through it, and I know that a lot of times when I reach out to the internet, and I'm not saying that this is everyone by any means, but me personally, I can only speak for myself. And cleaning podcasts really help me when I'm in my cleaning podcast. Really helps me. Not that other cleaning podcasts are bad. There's just not really that many of them. That's why we started it. None like ours anyway. But before I used to do it myself, I used to listen to my mom's, and she got me out of some really tight spots, because for those that don't know, before I entered into doing the podcast, I did it by myself for a while, but my mom actually started it, and her episodes just really helped me get out of some rough patches, because there were times where I just felt like I just couldn't get off my couch and clean, and as much as I wanted to, and as much as it was stressing me out, I just couldn't get that motivation. So that's why I talk about it a lot, because I've been through it, and it's just really hard to come out of. But that's why our podcast is good, because if you just step by step do the things that we say, even if you only get a little bit done at a time, you're making some kind of progress. And usually, for me anyway, when I get up and I start moving and I start doing, it's just the starting part that's hard. When I'm in those states of mind, or just a normal state of mind, and I'm just not feeling it, not feeling like cleaning. No one really feels like cleaning until you're in the cleaning mode and you start, and then you start getting momentum, and then you start getting a little bit more energy, and then you start looking at your house, and right now you're probably picking up your living area and you're like, okay, it's looking pretty good. I've made some dents, I've made some progress. I've got this coffee table clean, I've got underneath my couch clean. I've got these end tables clean, my toys are picked up, my miscellaneous junk is thrown away. And if you're coming across stuff while you're picking up and you're thinking to yourself, like, for example, I have a bunch of random McDonald's toys floating around, or just cheapy little things that my kids never play with that were given to us 10 years ago, and not 10 years ago, but years ago, and they're just floating around my house, right? Those kind of things I just toss in the trash, because if I know my kids aren't playing in it and they just dumped it out because they were dumping all their toys out, and I'm finding these toys that they just throw to the side to get to the good toys that they like, especially when they're at school, use that time to toss their toys that they don't play with. Because if your kid sees you tossing toys, they're going to throw a fit if you have youngins. But if you do it when they're at school and it's stuff they never play with, then they'll never miss it. They'll never know it's gone, and you have a cleaner house because of it. And less junk to clean up when they want to empty their toy box in your living area. So now that we've done the basic pickup, and if you have a lot of stuff going on in your living areas, or you have multiple, that's okay. I want you guys to work on what you need to work on. If you need to rewind, pause, or if you want to just keep going and doing your own thing while I talk, that's fine too, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to different areas. So since we are doing a deep clean, I want you guys to get some window cleaner and clean the windows in your living area. And while you're doing that, if you have any mirrors in your living area, I want you to do that too and clean your mirrors. I know, like, my sister-in-law has these really big, beautiful mirrors in her living area, so that would be something that she would need to do if she was deep cleaning. And if you are cleaning your windows and you're noticing your window sills are really dirty, I've got some big, thick window sills, and they accumulate dust really quickly, and I prefer wet dusting, so I'll get a little Clorox wipe or the generic wipes, disinfecting wipes, and I'll just wipe that up. And also your blinds might need some major dusting. My blinds get dusty pretty quickly, or it seems that way. Maybe I just live in an area with a lot of dust, so maybe that's why. Or maybe I'm just not doing it as often as I think I do. But just dust those. If you have a ceiling fan that needs to be dusted, you could do that at this time before we do any vacuuming. And if you can do it safely, of course. TV, if you need, while you're wiping down and you've got the stuff, never spray anything directly on your television, but if you have just a rag or a microfiber cloth and you want to spray something on that and wipe down your TV, I have glass TV stands, so that's something I will tend to. My ottoman is like this velvet material and it opens, so sometimes every once in a while when I'm doing a deep clean, I do keep toys in it, but sometimes I'll take all the toys out and just do a little hand vacuuming, because sometimes the kids put stuff they're not supposed to in the ottoman, so I'll just little vacuum that out, Same thing if you have like a little outer area toy box or something. Not everyone keeps toys in the living area. I just have a small house, so maybe you have a basket where you keep blankets in that needs to be vacuumed out or cleaned out, or maybe you just have like a doggy bed that needs to be thrown in the washer, or just something like that. Anything that needs to be washed or cleaned. Maybe your throw blankets need to be washed, or maybe they just need to be folded and made pretty. I clean mine pretty regularly just because I've got messy little ones. So if they're already clean, I'll just fold them and put them back on my couch. Maybe your couch needs an overhaul. If you have a couch that is cloth, try to take your cushions off if they come off, and let's do a really thorough vacuuming of the inside of your cushions, outside of your cushions. If it needs to be spot cleaned, there's this really great thing. It's like a carpet cleaner, and it's got a cleaning brush attached to it, and it dispenses the cleaner, and you can scrub your couch. And I usually do use a little scrub brush, and then I come behind it with a wet rag with just water, and that is great for cloth couches. If you have a leather couch, then just to vacuum the edges and use something that's good for leather that's not going to hurt it, and wipe down. I just use those disinfecting wipes, or just a wet rag with water and maybe a little dish soap on it. And when I'm in a pickle, and I just wipe it down. Right now I have I have multiple things going on. I have some cloth going on my rocking chair, and then I have a leather couch. So there's a little of both going on. I'm spot cleaning the chair, and then I'm just wiping down and vacuuming my couch. And then throw pillows, same thing. I do throw them in the wash when they need to be washed, but throw pillows don't always survive the wash. So if you need to just do a spot clean, do that. If you have a rug, my aunt has Ruggables, and I don't know what the price range is on Ruggables, but I know hers are amazing, and I want to get one in the future. Basically what they are is it's like this padded rug, and you can take like the top off and throw it in the washer. Super great if you have kids, and if you have some extra money, I would highly recommend it. It looked really easy and amazing. I'm not sponsored by them, or I wish, but it just looked like something that would be good and easy whether you have kids or not. But I do have a little small rug that does fit in the washer, so I will throw that in the washer every once in a while. It's just a little area rug. If you have a bigger rug, what I used to do with that is I would take it outside and just hit it with a broom or something, get all the dust out, old school, or you could just vacuum it, or if it needs some serious cleaning, you can throw it over a fence and squirt it with a hose and clean it that way. My husband used to do that. I'm not really, that's a lot of work for me to throw a towel over, a rug over the fence and do a whole hose down thing. That's something he used to do. That's kind of a lot for me, but hey, I would prefer to just vacuum and spot clean or throw it in the wash if it's a small rug. But moving on with rugs, if you have just carpeting and you need to spot clean your carpeting before we do a major clean of the floors, go ahead and do that at this time. And obviously a big part of cleaning the outer areas is the flooring. Once we've picked up everything, wiped everything down, after you're done wiping down and spot cleaning your floors and your windows and all the stuff I previously mentioned, if you need to wipe down some tables, or anything I haven't mentioned yet, maybe doorknobs need to be disinfected and wiped down, maybe your door needs to be disinfected and wiped down, maybe light switches need to be disinfected. If you have scuff marks on your door, magic erasers are great for that. I love to keep magic erasers stored in my cleaning supplies because I have kids and pets, and we get scuff marks all the time, and that just gets it right up. They have generic versions as well. And I've recently seen, I want to get one really bad. They have this tool. If you guys are on the internet a lot, you've probably seen it now. They probably have it on Amazon. I'm not sure where else you can get it, but it's like this power tool. My mom wants to get it for her shower, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But you can use it for doors or anything. I saw it in a TikTok shop. But basically, it's like this tool. It looks like a giant electric toothbrush. And it's got this drill kind of action going on, but it's got a brush at the end, and it's used for cleaning doors, showers, and it's kind of got a long, neck, so you can get hard to reach places. So that's my next cleaning thing, because I have that really cool mop now that spins, the red one, where you can take the head of the mop heads off and throw them in the washer, and it spins, and it's the Viral mop or whatever. I have one of those, and it's great and amazing, and I love it because I have tile floors, so I have to mop my whole house. But definitely next on my list is getting that power tool to clean my shower and maybe a door or two. It looks amazing. But once you've wiped down everything, and like I've said before, if you're having trouble with people in your house or yourself putting stuff in on an end table or a coffee table, and it's kind of becoming a catch-all every day, and it's this irritating thing that you have to deal with where stuff just piles up on a certain area or surface of your house, I would recommend putting a little knick-knack, a picture, or something along those lines up. That way it's kind of a signal for everyone in the house, like, this is a decorative spot. This isn't a spot to throw your stuff when you get home from school or work. So I'm going to remind you to clean the floors at the end of the episode, just because some of you have carpeting and you probably don't want to listen to the podcast while you vacuum. So I will remind you to do that at the end of the episode. If you do just sweep and mop because you have hardwood floors or tile, then you can do that now if you want. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the bathroom. And as we're moving on to the guest bathroom, we're just going to do a quick straighten of the guest bathroom. If you want a deep clean, I do have deep cleaning episodes. But first things first, I have a trash in it's in my kitchen, kind of in my living area, so I'm going to take out that trash, and I'm going to take out my bathroom trash at the same time. I like to take out all my trashes at once if they're full. So go ahead and take out your bathroom trash, and if you have other trash that needs to be taken out, you can do that now at this time as well. And then I want you guys to take everything on the floor in the way out of the bathroom really quickly, and just maybe you have like a mat in there that needs to be taken out, a scale, stuff like that. That way you can clean the floors. And once you're done taking out the trash, just go ahead and replace the liner for the trash. I have a covered trash can in my restroom, and I just like it because I have all girls, and for feminine hygiene products and stuff that go in the trash, they have teenagers and they don't want their dad to see that, so I just like having a lid on the trash can. I take my trash out, all the time in my bathroom anyway, but still, it just makes my kids feel more comfortable, my big kids, that I have a lid. So they do have them. They're really cheap. I think I got mine at Walmart. But moving on, just go ahead and take all that stuff out. That way it's out of the way. And then as far as stuff on your countertop, I want you to clean it off. Anything that does not belong on the countertop, go ahead and put it away where it goes. If you are putting stuff away and you're realizing you don't have a lot of places to put things, and things are just all piled in one big basket or something, or one drawer, then maybe you should stop by a cheap store like Dollar Tree or Walmart or something, and just get some kind of organizing bin or basket to separate things by family member, or just items like maybe if you have 1,000 hair tools, if you're like me and you live in a household with tons of women and little girls going on, we've got a lot of bows, a lot of hair ties, a lot of heat tools, hair dryers, stuff like that. So I have a bin for my hair dryers, a little plastic bin, and then I have a little basket that has all the bows in it. I have lots of bows, so I also have an area where I have this little bow that has a long string at the end of it that you clip all the bows to in their room area. And then I basically have little baskets for both of my stepdaughters. That way, if they leave anything at the house, face creams, face wash, special products that are just for them that they don't want me or the kids touching, they can put it in their individual baskets. And if you don't have all that right now, just make a note of it and just put stuff away and organize the best you can. Just try to put stuff in certain drawers, like all of the hair stuff in one drawer, all of the feminine hygiene products in another drawer, all of the man stuff in another drawer, soaps and cleaners in another section. Just try to put stuff in certain places all together, like stuff, stuff that's alike. That way, when you're getting ready in the morning, it isn't a big hassle and you're not digging for stuff. Because the whole point of cleaning, organizing, anything like that is to make your life easier. Once you're done with that and you've cleared off the countertop, maybe you have a toothbrush holder or something that typically goes on your countertop. You like it there. It stays there. I like to keep my toothbrushes in the cabinet just because someone told me one time that when you flush the toilet, little particles get on your toothbrushes or something, and that always freaked me out, so I put my toothbrushes in the cabinet. But I'm a weirdo. If you don't do that, that's fine. Anyway, I would recommend you moving the toothbrush for now if you're going to spray a chemical. If you're just going to use disinfecting wipes, then you can leave it. But if you are going to spray a chemical, go ahead and take all of your toothbrushes or whatever soap and just get that out of the way and set it outside of the bathroom or in a cabinet so you can do a thorough wipe down. And then I want you guys to get wiped down crazy. So first I want you to do the mirrors with some Windex, clean the mirrors, and then just work your way down. Do the faucet, the sinks, and move on to the toilet. And before you do all of the wiping down, if you do want to clean your toilet right now and you want to do a more deep clean, then just go ahead and put the toilet bowl cleaner in there. I like to use the Clorox or any kind of brand, but right now I have Clorox toilet bowl cleaner, the one with the nozzle that gets underneath the toilet rim, and I let that sit while I'm doing the rest of my chores, and I'll put the fan on. That way I'm not breathing in a lot of heavy fumes. And then I'll just wipe down everything else, my cabinets, my countertops, all of that good stuff, all the toothpaste splatters for my kids. And then I'll move on to the toilet. I like using disposable stuff for my toilet to clean. I like using the disinfecting wipes. Those are my weapon of choice when it comes to cleaning, but it's okay if you don't have those and you want to just use rags. That's fine. Just use designated rags for the bathroom. And then if you're using a rag, I like to use gloves when I'm cleaning my toilet. So if you're going to get down and dirty and clean the toilet, pumice stones are really great for hard water or really hard to clean toilets. My mom has a pumice stone with an actual handle attached to it, so she doesn't really have to get in there with it in the toilet. It has a little handle, so that's really cool. But anyway, just clean the outside of the toilet first, starting with the places that you touch, and then moving downward, and make sure you're getting the sides, the bottoms, behind the toilet, underneath the toilet, all of the areas. Especially if you have little boys, you want to make sure you're doing a very thorough wipe down, and definitely wear gloves if you have little boys. And then once you're done doing wipe down of your toilet, then you can get your toilet brush cleaner and scrub the inside of the toilet once the cleaner has done its work and sat there for a little bit. And since everything's already out of the bathroom, if you don't have time to clean your bath or shower right now, just set stuff up for the next time you take a shower. Me and my mom like to do this thing where we have a little soap dispensing sponge where you can put the soap in the handle and the sponge heads are removable. We keep one of those in the shower for when we shower. We can clean the inside of the shower until I get my tool that I mentioned before that I just saw that I want to clean my shower with. That's what I use for now. And I put Scrubbing Bubbles bathroom cleaner in it, and then I set it inside the bathroom as a reminder next time I take a shower to clean the inside of the shower with that. That way I'm already in there. It's real easy to just scrub and then rinse it out. If you want to do it now, though, that's completely fine and up to you. And if you're doing a deep clean and you want to bleach the shower or bath, that you can do that as well. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm just going to focus on just cleaning, doing a basic cleaning. But if you want to do the bath or the shower after I'm done, then by all means. if you want to do a quick sweep and mop of your bathroom at this time, go ahead. If you have a small restroom, you can even just take like a Swiffer pad and clean with, I put one under, my foot and just kind of wipe it around. Maybe if you still have gloves on, you can get on your hands and knees and just wipe up your floor with the Swiffer pad. I've done that before. Or just a wet rag with a little bit of soap or cleaner attached to it. Maybe you sprayed some of your bathroom cleaner on the ground, and you can do that. Don't forget your baseboards. If you really need to if you want to deep clean and get into the grout, you can use that same bleach that I used for the toilet. That's good for grout. And then you can use a little cleaning toothbrush. Just make sure you keep it really, really high and hidden from small children, because little babies, when they see a toothbrush, they want to pop it in their mouth, and you don't want them using the toilet cleaning toothbrush. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Again, if you still have momentum and you want to keep going, make sure you put everything back that we took out of the bathroom, scales, mats. If they need to be washed, you can wash them. If not, that's okay. You can just put it back where they go. And if you didn't get a chance to mop, vacuum your living area, go ahead and do that at this time, or living areas. Maybe you didn't want to use the hand vacuum while you were on the podcast, so if you need to vacuum up any areas on the couch at this time, you could do that as well. And if you took out laundry earlier in the episode and you have some laundry you need to fold, or maybe you need to do a laundry switch and check on the laundry that we put in at the beginning of the episode, kick your feet up, put on your favorite show, or listen to a laundry podcast if you've got a lot of laundry to tend to, and just look for the title of laundry. We have plenty of episodes for that, and you can kick up your feet and just relax and do that laundry, fold it and put it away. Think of it as a way to wind down from your cleaning session after you've cleaned your floors and done the hard part. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to check out Clean With Me Podcast Facebook page. It's just Clean With Me Podcast, or cleanwithmepodcast.com. We've got categorized episodes for you on there, recipes, all kinds of good stuff on the website. So check that out. Also, we have a new subscription service where we do extra, I think it is 4 episodes of content a month. So if you're on Patreon, you have access to that as well. Definitely check that out. A lot of extra episodes, extra content. It's a little more personal. But thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys got a lot done today. And as always, happy cleaning, guys.